I want you to look at how you're managing the chaos in your world. Actually, when you do stay calm and balanced, you will have more peptides stimulated by your overall well-being, and that'll give you a strong and healthy immune system. Restore, relax, renew, and then see what you can do. The conclusions we make during defining moments becomes the basis for future reactions and decisions. Most importantly, about defining moments, they can limit us or they can empower us. We're in times where there's non-stop crisis. And what happens when a crisis shows up is it doesn't have a handbook. Doesn't. Some institutions like hospitals, yes, they do. But otherwise, in our lives, in our work, no, it doesn't. So when the crisis shows up, what do we have to do? We have to engage. That means we've got to take some risks. All of this crisis and risk and recognition, it's changing you. You have to be looking at your own self, you're looking at your own patterns, looking at your own health issues, and have courage to change before you can go, I believe, and effectively help and heal others. When chaos hits, that's my question to you. Do you shine or do you whine? And because I've made this a lifelong study, I want to share with you these strategies that I've gotten over the last 20 years. It starts with one negative thought, okay? And then all of a sudden, especially if it's directed at an institution or a person, more evidence starts to appear on that theme, and that's another car, and then there's more evidence, and that's another car, and one more, and one more, and one more, and the next thing you know, you have got a full-blown train just heading in one direction, and it can derail you. And the thing is, if we don't take time out for evaluating ourselves, our sphere of influence, our internal chaos, how we're feeling, then we're kind of missing our life. You've got to have the positive approach because all health begins in the mind. Do I get an amen to that? I mean, I know it's not Sunday, but it's Friday. We're pretty close. Amen? All health begins in the mind. Yes, brothers and sisters. Now comes the next part. You've got to harness your own energy. Remember the internal versus the external chaos? You've got to harness your own energy in accepting, okay, here I am. This is my diagnosis. Now, what are my choices? Act like you're healthy. Trick your mind. Act like you're healthy. The power to produce the intended result. Remember, we talked about risks and outcomes. How about knowing you've got the power when these things come up, when all these changes come up? So I want to talk about 4 ways to build it. The first is this, mastery of experience. I already illustrated a situation where the crisis shows up and you want to run and hide. You don't want to answer the emails. Mastery of experience is when you're having that kind of reaction to whatever crisis or challenge is in your life today, you want to go to your past. You want to go to another time in your life when you felt uncertain, scared, fearful, and you want to recall, like replay the tape of how you got through that and how even though you thought things were going to go a certain way, they didn't. And you're going to pull that power up to this life experience. And then you're going to address it. And then you're going to answer the emails. And then you're going to look at the text. We become the events that we are involved in. And the last is just absolutely physiological response. We have to train ourselves to shine. The other way's so easy, right? But you put these all together, and what we get is that when the change and the crisis comes up, we get like a coat of armor, and I call it self-efficacy, and that helps us in whatever we're going to take on next.
Oh, chaos, you have arrived. I'm going to let you spin me around and tip me down and maybe even stare me in the face. But I'll do my little tap dance because I'm not going to let you freeze me up with fear. I'm not going to let you demolish my day. I'm going to move with you, I'm going to dance with you, and I might even like feel the beat. But if my dancing shoes don't quite work, then I put a little thought to music in my head because that chaos is coming right towards me, and it goes something like this. Everybody dance now, bum, 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 bum. Everybody dance now, that means you. Here's the deal. A bird never asks, am I flying correctly? No! A bird just flaps his wings and gets the job done. It's been my honor to be with you today.
I'm Patrick Stone with Stone Medical Group. I just want to say, wow, what a great presentation. Amazed by Carolyn. I've always been a firm believer in the power of self-healing, the power of the mind, the mindset. Today just confirmed it with the presentation today. Just wow, amazing.